SPAC mergers are something that we noticed start to explode in 2020. Going into 2021, I do believe that can expect to see some of the same, especially with some of these big mergers happening in Q1 of 2021 in the next coming months. Now, one of these mergers is being a merger between Apex Technologies Acquisition Corp and Avepoint. My name is Tyler Hill, and in today's video, we will be going over Apex Technologies Acquisition Corp, going by ticker symbol APXT. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do find value in it or entertainment, you can definitely let me know by smashing that like button. You guys have been showing massive support over the last couple days, especially as our channel has been growing and reaching milestone after milestone. So I genuinely do appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any suggestions for videos that you would like me to see and like to see me post in the future, definitely once again let me know in the comment section below. I try to reply to every single comment, and I at least read every one that is posted down there. I get a lot of suggestions, criticisms, feedbacks, and everything in the comment section, and I appreciate everyone who takes the time to leave me any type of feedback at all. With that being said though, let's go ahead, let's take a look at it. This company is absolutely fascinating. I'm so interested in this whole entire process and this merger, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys about how awesome of a company I believe that this is. So whenever we talk about this video, I did say that we were talking about Apex Technologies Acquisition Corp, but realistically we are focusing on Avepoint. Avepoint is going to be the company that is merging with APXT, and it is the company that really all of this is revolving around. Now, what exactly is Avepoint? Avepoint is a data company that focuses on the migration, the governance, and the security of data. Now, you can clearly tell that with this year, with our online, just as humans, our online presence growing substantially, tremendously over the last 8 months specifically, that data is growing expeditiously. It is going absolutely insane. Now, whenever you take a look at that, and whenever you think about the fact that everything is really going online, so many more people are working from online, so many businesses are going online, seeing extreme sales in their e-commerce side. With that being said, what is going to grow with that? Well, of course, what is going to grow with that is going to be the need for storage of all of this new data, for security of all this new data, the governance of all this new data. Every time that we see just the general growth of our online presence, so will we see the growth of data as well. And so that is where Avepoint comes into play. Again, like I said, they focus on the migration, the storage, the protection, the governance, the management, everything data. They have services that could, represent that and provide solutions to any consumer issues at all. Now, the merger that we will be seeing is currently valued at $2 billion, meaning that the current, whenever it all does go down and the merger is finished, that the market cap will be sitting at $2 billion. The company's ticker symbol will be changed from APXT all the way over to AVPT, and we can expect again to see this sometime, and I'm expecting the date to be released somewhere around in the next couple weeks. So if we do go ahead and we take a look at the investor presentation here on the Avepoint website, we can see that Apex Technology had a few reasons for investing and wanting to merge with this company. They say that Avepoint is a market leader in software as a service company. They have a highly capable and technical leadership team. There's powerful tailwinds for Microsoft Cloud. They are a key leader in Microsoft Cloud data management. They have high quality and diversified customer bases. They have very compelling financial results and business model, and are at an attractive valuation. Now, I will go ahead into this video and I will pretty much go over each one of those to some degree, and I will just let you guys know that I 1000% agree. Over this video, you will constantly hear me saying that I really do love this company. I think that they have so many prospects, so many catalysts, and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. So what makes Avepoint so special, and what makes them such a great company? Well, they are currently a data management leader in massive and rapidly growing Microsoft Cloud marketplace. Their TAM growth is expected to be at $33 billion by 2022. They already have a large and established global presence, sitting at over 1,300 employees in 29 global offices. There is approximately 7 million cloud users and 16,000 accounts. They are a top Microsoft strategic cloud partner. They have helped with Microsoft's success in a cloud-dependent partnership. They are 5 times Global Partner of the Year winner, and they have a lot of knowledge, and they are very useful with the transformation, governance, and compliance of data. Now, they have a couple compelling growth vectors. One of those being that their R&D is driving an increased product line. They are expanding their channel and distribution partners. They have a lot of international expansion potential, and they are selling more to existing customers through investment in sales and customer successes. Now, there are a lot of issues whenever it comes to data that they offer solutions to. Right now, the amount of data is growing fast, data governance is hard and getting harder, and failure penalties are large and getting larger. They have answers to how to be able to protect and back up this. They have a lot of answers to when to delete data, when to audit data, how to audit data. They also provide services around the privacy and the cybersecurity of data. And realistically, this market is just growing. As we do have a quote here, it says that we have seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in 2 months alone. 59% of the workforce would prefer to work remotely. There is a 95.4% projected growth in desktop as a service and 37% increase in cloud spending in Q1 of 2020 alone. So not only is there potential, and not only do they offer a lot of solutions, but the industries and the places that they offer these solutions to is constantly and consistently growing day in and day out. This year was really the big year for this entire industry. This year, whenever it comes to data, was one of the most important, and being one of the companies, one of the front runners that offers the protection, the governance, the migrations, the backup, the storage, and all of these things for data itself is super duper huge and comes with a lot of growth potential. Their ultimate goal, and one big part of their model, is to be able to, as this does say, to bridge the gap between what enterprise requires and what Microsoft Cloud offers. Because you have to think about it, there are loads of companies who are going to need to update their information, to be able to store their information and be able to take all of this old data that they have and make it work with the modern day, technologies. Well, Avepoint offers them those solutions. They work to be able to make sure that these companies' information and all of their data is in compliance and fits within some of these different services that Microsoft, offers to these different companies, such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, etc. Now, the investor presentation does also offer us a very clear representation and model of all of the different services that they offer. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at a few of some of these different solutions. Whenever it comes to the transformation of data, sometimes some of these issues will be around the delegation administration or cloud migration and consolidation. Now, Avepoint offers Avepoint Migration, Avepoint Doc Av, and Avepoint AVA. Whenever it comes to things such as asset management or internal and external sharing governance. Well, that's where Avepoint offers Avepoint Cloud Management, Avepoint Cloud Backup, Avepoint Cloud Governance. Or whenever it comes to, compliance, data retention, or records management, they offer Avepoint Cloud Records, Avepoint Compliance Guardian, or Avepoint's Policies and Insights. It is almost as though if there's any issues, if there's any, things that a company needs when it comes to data, that Avepoint offers a solution to through Microsoft. And now I do point that out often, that I say through Microsoft and with Microsoft, because as we all do know that Microsoft is one of the largest companies and one of the most secure companies on Earth. And the fact that they are working as a partner with one of the most secure and biggest companies on the planet really does show the credibility that they have whenever it comes to their technology and all of the different management that goes into this. So with all of these different solutions, what exactly is the growth potential here? How big can this market get, and how big is this market at the moment? Well, if we do go ahead and we take a look, security compliance is sitting at a $7.2 billion value. Cloud integration and migration is sitting at $3.1 billion. And data protection as a service is sitting at $4.8 billion. Now, there are some additional projections that are included here, being that digital transformation TAM is sitting at a $1.8 trillion projection by 2024. Additional cloud is sitting at a potential $33 billion by 2022. Now, in comparison to the $148 million in revenue, we can see how much growth potential this company has. That little bitty red box in the bottom left there is a representation of the overall revenue that they receive in comparison to the future projections that we can experience over the next year here. That market right there is absolutely insane. And if they were able to even capture a fourth of that, we could see this company grow at insane rates. So with that being said, with all of that being said, with that overall market and what all their goals are, who are they targeting? What is their consumer base, and how much potential is there to be able to spread this, and diversify out their portfolio? Well, I will say that it is absolutely nuts. Whenever we go ahead and we take a look at what their representative customers are and who they potentially will be interacting with, we can see that they have a lot of different customers in many different sectors. We have communications, retail and consumer, pharma and health, financial services, government education, and high technology. Now, as we can see, they have some of the biggest names in each one of these brackets, from NBC and Disney to Bridgestone and Caterpillar, all the way over to Pfizer and Amgen, over to Deloitte, MetLife, JP Morgan, Progressive, Morgan Lewis, the IRS, the US Treasury Department, NASA, over to Parsons and HP, to Hitachi, to Texas Instruments. The potential is limitless. And that is probably one of the most appealing aspects of this overall business, is the fact that they have so much potential. Whenever I do invest in a certain companies, I look for companies who are able to diversify out their business model. Whenever they don't specifically rely on one company, they don't rely on one certain form of technology, they tend to spread out as much as they possibly can to make sure that they are receiving consistent income from many different sources. And that is exactly what this company does. The different branches of sectors, the different companies in each sector is absolutely phenomenal, and that leads to loads and loads of growth potential coming on into the future here. Now, this is one of the most interesting aspects of the business, is with all of that being said, with the consumer potential, with the growth potential, with the amazing, different set of solutions that they offer to so many different problems, what are their financials? Now, I do believe that this is the differing aspect of their company. I think this is what sets them aside from many other SPACs, especially the ones that we have seen this year, is that their financials are really, really good. This company is already profitable. This company is already seeing gross profit, and they are seeing loads of revenue come in even throughout a year like this one. We can see from their quarterly core average rate of return that they are growing insane amounts on their year-over-year percentages. From Q1 2019 being 18%, for Q2 of 2019 to 19%, up to 23% in Q3 and to 25% in Q4, represented a fantastic 2019. But as we can see, that did not slow down, as in 2020, it went from 27% in 2020 Q1 to 29% in 2020 Q2. So as we can see, they are growing, and they are growing very consistently, especially when, everything's going on right now with the pandemic and everything being so wishy-washy. It is fantastic to see a company, especially one that's relatively new as this one is, starting to reach that level of growth. Now let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of their revenue, because it might just surprise you. In 2019, we saw that their total revenue was $51 million with a gross profit of $36 million. Well, in 2020, we did see that grow up, up until this was reported, to $66 million, which represented a 29% growth. Now, this resulted in a gross profit of $46 million. Now, that is absolutely phenomenal. If you go ahead and you take a look at many of the SPACs that were merging this year, or have merged, or do plan on merging soon, a lot of them are not even in talks of being profitable yet. The fact that this company has already established itself profitable and is doing things as fast as they are is very, very appealing, especially whenever you look at the valuation of their stock price, which we will do very soon here. Now, with all that being said, I did want to save my favorite part about this company for last. You guys know that I love my financials, and I love when they have growth potential and they're in a very growing market and all of these different things, but I don't love anything more than a strong management team, and this company has that plus some. If we do go ahead and we take a look at the co-CEO of the company, we have Jeff Epstein. Now, disclaimer, this is Jeff Epstein, not this Jeffrey Epstein. This Jeff Epstein. So Jeff Epstein has one of the highest levels of experience that I have ever seen in general. This man has been the CFO of Oracle, the CFO of DoubleClick, the CFO of Nielsen, the CFO of King World. He's worked for investment banking M&A. This man has loads of experience. He has served on over 20 boards and advisory boards over the past 8 years, and advises over 100 portfolio companies, having daily interactions with CEOs and CFOs. That is absolutely insane. This man is a tech genius. To be the CFO of Oracle is no small fret, and the fact that he has accomplished that plus some is absolutely amazing. Now, if we do go ahead and look at the co-CEO of Brad Koenig, we can see that he is no slouch either. This man has 15 plus years as the global head of technology investment banking at Goldman Sachs. He has select clients that he has advised, being Microsoft, eBay, Yahoo, PowerSoft, Symantec, Veritas, Business Objects, Oracle, SAP. The list goes on and on and on. The amount of experience that these two gentlemen have combined, not even including their amazing board of advisors, just them two alone have some of the most experience I have ever seen. They are one of the strongest powerhouse partners that I have ever experienced in the stock market or in any company in general. And I cannot wait to see how they handle all of these different catalysts and all of these different positive aspects of their business going on into the future here. So last but not least, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the stock price, and I will give you guys exactly what I plan on doing with this stock. Now, if we do go ahead and we take a look at over the last 5 days, it has been a pretty rough ride. Starting the week at about $17.42, we have seen it fall all the way down to about $15, and the last trading day seeing a loss of 2.4%. But if we do go ahead and we take a look at the last 6 months, we can see that it has not been that rocky of a ride in comparison to this last week. It has had its highs and it has had its lows. We've seen it go up, we've seen it go down, which can be expected from a company that is this new, especially going in, right before a merger. But one thing that I am noticing is that it is still at a constant uptrend. Of course, I don't get super deep into technical analysis in these videos, but I can notice that they're setting higher highs and higher lows. So hopefully we can continue to see this thing bottom out sometime soon here. With that being said, I do plan on getting in on this company as soon as the market opens on Monday. I had no idea about this company, but until I did my research, I was blown away. This company has all of the criteria that meets my preferences for what companies I'm going to invest in, and I really can't imagine many strong reasons as to why this company cannot succeed. Again, this is not me saying to go buy this stock. I am not in any way a financial advisor. I'm just solely a guy who's sitting on here with a camera talking to his friends about what companies he likes to buy. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I will be calling it a close here. There is more stuff that needs to be talked about that I will likely create other videos about. So I hope you guys do stick around and tune in for those. But again, if you do have any other videos you would like to see me post, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I can't wait to see you then. Peace.